to the Jason Coleman Show. It is movie night, and we are starting off with a bang. How's everybody doing tonight? Darth Vader, how are you doing tonight? He's sort of silent. This is an actual, real 1977 Darth Vader mask that was passed down through our family. It's Darth Vader, Avery, passed down from my father. The Force is strong in my family. My father had it. He passed it down to me. He supposedly saw Star Wars 27 times in the theater, and I've not seen it quite as many, but I've got a few movies under my belt through the years too. So I had to kick things off here tonight with the greatest movies of all time, and that is, of course, Star Wars. Darth, I hope you enjoy the concert. I'm going to take you off the piano for now, just so you don't scare everybody, all right? We'll see you later on. I'm here then with my audience of three, Darth Vader, as well as Avery and Natalie. We're here in our living room, once again welcoming you for another Sunday together of music. So it's been a lot of fun the last few weeks to get to share all kinds of different music with you. You know, we've sort of spanned all different genres, but I thought today'd be something a little different, something that'd be fun. I've grown up always loving, of course, going to movies, but I've loved movie music. I was raised on all the great Disney movies of the 90s and knew the words to every song as a kid, and probably know most of them still today. I've always loved the big orchestral scores that go with movies like Star Wars and all the John Williams kind of classics. And so, and through the last week when I mentioned I was doing this here today, a lot of you have chimed in and have a lot of favorites yourself. And so for today's concert, I'm going to try to hit the highlights. In fact, I had so many ideas and so many that you all had submitted for ideas that we'll probably have a sequel here before long of another movie night. You know, the box office is anticipated to be really huge for this concert today, and so I can already smell a sequel in the works. For maybe a few weeks from now, we can do even more. But for today, we'll hit the highlights from some old classics to some more recent movies, and just see if you hear some songs you recognize and songs that bring back some memories for you while we're all sort of stuck at home and can't go to the movies for the time being. Although we have watched a few movies ourselves around here. We've caught up on the old Netflix and Disney Plus and all that too. So you all sit back and relax. Thanks again for joining the Jason Coleman Show for a day at the movies. And make sure as you're going along there, say hello, tell where you're watching from, and be sure to take a minute right now and share this video. For those of you who are watching live right now, you can invite people to come watch along with us, and then if you're watching after the fact too, let people know about the fun that we are having together. All right, so y'all ready to get it going? Ready, Avery? Ready, Natalie? Avery's got his tub of popcorn back there, extra butter. Not really, but he's blowing through his snack before the first song's over, as he always does. So we'll get him up here pretty soon. So let's start our concert after Star Wars here. Let's start back at one of the earliest truly great films with one of the greatest songs ever recorded, you know, and known to be associated with a film here. And just to make it feel a little more appropriate, let me set the stage a little bit better here. We ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's give it a try here. Thank you. And as our world comes back to color now, you know, it's a song that really for this moment feels pretty appropriate too. It feels sort of like our world has just turned to black and white and we're all just waiting for things to return back to color. You know, it's like life right now is sort of just a shell of what we know it can and should be. And so I just, we continue to hope and pray that you all are staying well out there, staying safe, and that we can all get through this time together and get life back to full color and really appreciate the beauty of what's around us here when this thing passes us. All right, next up. So, like I said, I was raised on Disney movies. I mean, we were watching them, and I was very fortunate to get to grow up in the era of, you know, Beauty and the Beast and Aladdin and The Lion King and all of those great 90s Disney movies that all had the best soundtracks you could ever ask for. We had those cassette tapes going in the car all the time. We sang along everywhere we went. And so I thought that I would roll things along here. A lot of you requested some of these songs, a lot of Disney music here, and play for you a little medley of those three movies, which are three really of my very favorites growing up. So a little Disney medley for you. See if you recognize some of these. Hey, these songs just, if nothing else, just make me smile. You know, they just, I don't know, a lot of good memories. I've watched those movies, I don't know how many times, and we're just about to get into, I guess, watching them a lot more here as Avery is turning 3 years old tomorrow. Tomorrow! Woohoo! Can you believe it? So we're firmly entering Disney territory here. Oh, and I almost forgot. I told you I've been listening to these songs forever and ever since I was a kid. So here is proof of that. This is pretty cool, y'all. Okay, so if you've watched my concerts before, you know that this piano is a little different than most, and that it is called a piano disc piano. It's a piano. It's here in our living room now, but it's the piano that Granddad got for my family and me when I was, I think, 11 years old. And it actually has this special box down here. I don't know if you can see it. That actually, it's a player piano. And so Granddad recorded a few albums, these Floyd Kramer classics on the piano disc there that we can listen back to him play. But it also had a feature you could record yourself playing. And so I have a disc labeled Jason that actually is me playing the piano when I was a kid that I've recorded on here. So just to prove that I was loving Disney music even at that time, here is 11-year-old or so, or 12-year-old maybe, Jason playing a song. Avery, you want to come take a look at this? Let's see. That was me playing Toy Story at about 11 years old. What do you think, bud? What do you think, Woody? I forgot we have an audience of 4. Natalie, Avery, Darth Vader, and Woody here. Say hi, Woody. Hi. Oh, that's so sweet, Woody. Say hi, Avery. No, Avery, say hi to everybody. Say hello. Say hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Avery, is it time for Avery to do a song?
No.
Are you sure? What do you think, bud? I think it's time. I got the microphone. What do you think? We have a special song. It is movie night. Avery has a special movie song that he would love to share with you. This is one that we have been singing for quite a while now around our little family, and he picked up on it. Let me get this over here. And happens to like it. Oh. Here we are. How's that? Say hi, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
How are we doing tonight?
How are we doing tonight, Mommy?
Woo! Okay, bud, you want to sing it? Can you sing it really good and loud? Oh, let me get it up here for you. There we go. All right. We ready for Do It, Dear? I'll play it, and Avery will sing it really loud for us. You ready? Say, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
A female deer, Ray, a double golden song.
Sing at the microphone.
I call myself for a moment to ride.
Here we go.
So I need a boyfriend.
Microphone.
Wow, I know to fall so.
Yeah.
Tea, I you could remember. And the bring a
Want to do it again?
oh,
Do, dear.
a female deer,
Ray.
a double golden sun.
Me.
I call myself
Fa.
a moment to run.
Sing it. So.
I need a boyfriend.
La.
I know to fall so.
T.
A jigger to remember. And
That will bring us back to. Whoa! Hip hip hooray! Wow, Take a bow, little Von Trapp boy. Oh, wow.
Lovely.
Avery.
Good job.
Wow. Avery, that's pretty impressive. Avery has been singing that, though, for like a long time. A long time. Wow. Avery, that is quite something. So thank you very much. The Sound of Music, which a lot of you asked for, that Avery has been loving that song for a while. So, whew, all right. Where do we go from here? Okay, this next one here, I can't get over that. That was really good, Avery. If y'all only knew the fight we've had today to get Avery saying yes to singing a song, but right there, you know, when the spotlight's on and the audience beckons, he's there for you. So what can you say? What can you say? Okay, so next up, this is a song. I don't know if a lot of you you might recognize the tune of it if you've heard it. You'll probably recognize the movie when I tell you, but it's just a really pretty piano piece that's the suite to this this beloved song. I actually played this song and part of the soundtrack for my good friend Megan for her and her husband Chris's wedding back several years back. So here we go. This came from an unlikely movie, but it's Forrest Gump. This is the theme song. I've always just thought that was a really pretty little piano song there from the Suite from Forrest Gump. That's a great movie too. We haven't watched that in a long time. We need to rewatch. It was funny going through all these movies this week, thinking through the songs. It was like, need to watch that again, watch that again, watch that again. So hope you are hearing some songs you recognize so far. If you're just jumping in, welcome to the Jason Coleman Show. I am Jason Coleman, and tonight is movie night. We are all going to the movies for some of our favorite songs from soundtracks and from film scores through the years. We've hit some good ones so far and still have a ways to go. Hey, if you like what you're hearing, I've got a couple of ways you can support what I'm doing while all of my touring and other music careers on pause, and we're here at home for a few weeks. I've got several albums you could take a look at. A lot of the albums are in the style of my grandfather Floyd Kramer and his signature, slip note, as he called it, piano style. So a little different than what I'm playing tonight, but I was just thinking too, it's not that different because Granddad, for his entire career from the 60s through the 90s, would record albums of all the songs that were popular at that time, and he recorded who knows how many different movie and TV show songs through the years, and he always had a way of adding his special touch to these songs, and so it's sort of fun for me to get to do the same thing here with these for you tonight. But anyway, those CDs are on my website if you're interested in buying a couple of those for yourself or somebody else. My website's jasoncolemanmusic.com. Or if you like what you hear and you just want to say thank you with a little with a tip or supporting me directly that way, you can do that on my site as well. I've set up a page at jasoncolemanmusic.com/thank you, and we certainly thank you for any generosity that you provided. Y'all have been so good to me the last few weeks and to our family. You know, we're here at home, but we're not suffering. We're not there on the front lines fighting off this thing, and so we hope that if you'll support us, you'll support those who are really in this fight equally or more so right now, and we'll all do the same thing and pull through this crazy time here together. So next up on the agenda, this song is one that I play a lot in my concerts anyway, and it's one that many of you requested. It was made popular again with the movie Ghost in 1990, Patrick Swayze, Demi Moore, but it had its original success many years earlier. I read, though, an interesting little tidbit about this song. So for 8 weeks in 1990, 2 versions of this song were on the Billboard charts, the Hot 100, at the same time. It was the original version back from the 60s, and then the artist, the Righteous Brothers, recorded a new version in 1990 to go along with the movie, and both were released to radio throughout the same time frame. And I read this is the first, the Righteous Brothers were the first act to have 2 versions of the same song in the top 20 on the charts at the same time, which is sort of cool. So the song is, of course, Unchained Melody. you very much. Unchained Melody, the Righteous Brothers, and made famous again in 1990 with the film Ghost, as we roll along with our movie night here on the Jason Coleman Show. Okay, so up next, I have an idea, y'all. How about we play some Name That Tune? So I came across several songs that have such like earworms, isn't that the word for it? Like where it's something that just sort of sticks with you, just a few notes, and it'll throw you right into the song, right into the movie. And I thought, let's just test all of you out there who are watching right now to see just how good of an ear you have for these movies. So here's how it's going to work. I'm going to play just a few notes of the opening of one of these songs, and you are going to, as fast as you can, type in the box there the name of the movie that the song is from. So, it's not hard. These are not complex. I'm acting like there's big instructions here. So, let's give it a try here. So I'm going to play just a few notes. When you know it, write down, and the first person that types it in wins a new car, which is really exciting. Right now, or what's our prize tonight, Natalie?
Facebook bragging rights.
Sorry, not a new car. Facebook bragging rights is the prize. We would give you a cookie, but Avery's eaten all of them back there during the last couple of songs. He's the kind of person that if you go to a movie, you don't want to sit beside him because he's like chomping and slurping the entire time. At least, I don't know if y'all can hear that, but...
We can.
Yeah, we can. Okay, so name that tune. Here we go. You're getting 4 notes. I'll do it one more time for you. Anybody know it? It's from 1940, going way back. It's the longest movie in film history, at least according to what I would say. But it's a classic. It is... Gone with the Wind, of course. Tara's theme, I believe it's called. All right, did you get it right? How many of you out there? Yeah, I think we're doing all right so far. Okay, that was number 1. Number 2, here we go. Ready? You get 4 notes. See if I know what they are. Luckily, my keyboard has the notes labeled here for me to remember what I'm playing, thanks to Avery. So, here we go. That's an easy one, y'all. I'll give you one more time. Here we go. Let's try. We'll get out of that, not my cleanest performance, but of course, the theme to James Bond, Mr. 007 himself. There's the chord. All right, James Bond. Anybody 2 for 2 out there? Let's see what's next. Oh, Avery's got an idea. Okay, here we go. Next one. I think you know it. Avery liked that one. Of course, it's Jaws. They're coming for you. Okay, Gone with the Wind, James Bond, Jaws. Are we having fun yet? Natalie, you having fun back there? Natalie, have you gotten all of them right so far?
No.
Okay. Avery is guessing he's 3 for 3. All right. This one is a newer entry to the lineup here. And this one, let's see. This one is for Avery's cousins, Lily and Kyrie. Let's see if you recognize this one. If you were the parent of a child right now, you may have heard that little melody sung through the house a whole lot the last few months from the Enchanted Forest. Let's see. It is, of course, from... Frozen 2! Into the Unknown. There we are. Frozen 2, right, Avery? Avery's not quite to Frozen yet, but we're getting there. Okay, next one, number 5 here. Are we ready? Listen closely. This might be trickier. Here it is. Did anybody guess it? I know one person who guessed it. That would be Natalie's sister, my sister-in-law, Hannah, because I played it for your wedding not too long ago. It is from Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the King. It is concerning hobbits, the Hobbit song and the theme song for Lord of the Rings, which is really, really pretty. It made a great wedding song for Hannah and maybe some of you all as well. Okay, that was number 5. We got just a couple of more here in our Name That Tune session. Ready? This is one Natalie did not know this one. This is one, if you've seen the movie, you will know it right away. If you've not seen it, you'll have no idea. Ready? Anybody guess it out there? Let's see. And that's really all there is to the song. Anybody guess that it is from Close Encounters of the Third Kind? That is the song that ushered the aliens into contact with all of us on Earth. So...
Nerd alert, nerd alert.
Nerd alert! No, it's a great movie. It's Spielberg. It's awesome. It's so good. But there's a chance that I have just ushered aliens in our backyard, so we will check on that a little later on. Hopefully not. Close Encounters. Anybody 6 for 6 out there? We have one final one here in our Name That Tune segment. Ready? All right, I think you might know it. perhaps the most well-known movie song of all time. Some of you love it. Some of you think it's the sappiest song ever written as well. But either way, it's one of the best. My Heart Will Go On from Titanic. So, name that tune. What do you think? Did we have a good time with that? I have no idea because I can't see what you're saying. So hopefully everybody had a good time and recognized a few songs along the way. So we are getting close to wrapping up our time together here on movie night, but we have just a couple of more songs here. This is one that was requested by a couple of you, and it's another Disney song, but it's an early one, and it's one that should give us all a little bit of hope and a little bit of magic in our hearts, wherever we are. Oh man, have y'all had fun today? This has been a little different than the normal for me, so just trying to mix it up, and these Sunday afternoons have been great to sort of just experiment some different things while we're all sort of stuck in our homes. I hope you all have enjoyed taking a trip through the movies today. Like I said, I've got a bunch more movie themes in mind that you all suggested. We can do another one of these kind of nights here on a Sunday before long. But next Sunday we'll be right back here for a whole different theme to be determined, and so I hope you'll tune in then. If you like what you've heard today, I do have a bunch of albums you can go check out. I'm selling them as CDs on my website. If you want to go jasoncolemanmusic.com, or you can of course listen on iTunes or Apple Music or Spotify or all of those as well. Or if you just want to leave a virtual tip in the tip jar, I've got a website at jasoncolemanmusic.com/thank you, and you can do that as well. We appreciate it. Nothing is expected. These Sunday afternoons, as I keep saying, are just it's just a lot of fun to get to stay connected while we're all apart, and you all have been so gracious to support me just by showing up here on Sundays and also by going out and supporting the music as well. So we appreciate you just being part of really our family here on our home every Sunday afternoon. So we've got just a couple of more things here before we wrap up. First of all, I want to invite back Mr. Avery to come have a very special message. You want to come say one last hello to everybody? Here, you want to sit right here? Mommy can come here too.
You can sit with Mommy.
All right.
Hello.
There's
Hi,
pretty Mommy
everyone.
and big boy Avery.
Everyone.
Hey everyone. So this is who you got with you?
We are blanket.
Puppy and Blanket.
Puppy and Blanket came from Miss Jenny, our good friend.
I love bingo.
So this weekend is a very special weekend for a few different reasons.
That's right.
So today is a very special birthday. Avery's cousin, Miss Lily, is turning 4 years old
Say happy
today.
birthday.
Hey, happy birthday, Lily.
Happy birthday, Lily.
Or
Happy
not.
birthday, Lily.
Happy birthday, Lily. Yesterday was a very special day. Avery's Nana turned a very young age yesterday.
Happy birthday, Nana.
Happy birthday, Nana. Say happy birthday, Nana. And tomorrow is not only his Aunt Sarah's birthday, but tomorrow is Avery's birthday! Woo! Avery, how old are you going to be tomorrow?
I'm gonna be reading it.
3.
3 in April. That's what he's been telling everybody for all these months, that he'll be 3 in April. Well, April is here, and tomorrow is the big boy's birthday.
Yeah.
Do you want to play or sing happy birthday, Avery? To yourself and to all of our beloved family. Who do you want to play or sing?
I'm gonna sing.
You're going to sing?
Daddy's going to play.
You want Daddy
Avery's
to play?
going to sing. Happy
Avery's
birthday.
going to sing.
Ready?
Here we go. You want the microphone? Or you want to sing it really loud?
I'm gonna sing really loud.
Okay, we'll all sing together. Here we go.
Ready?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lily and Nana and Sarah and Avery. Happy birthday to you. Say happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday
Bye.
to all of you all. Hopefully you're watching right now. Happy birthday to Avery. I know that we'll be celebrating a little different than our normal way, and some of you might have gone through the same thing here lately, but it's still, hey, every day's a party around this house, and so we are so excited. All right, I'll leave you now with one final song, one last song. Oh, hi, Avery. You want to come sit with me for this last song? I have one last song, and it's the song that my granddad, Floyd Kramer, was, of course, best known for, and I like to leave you, if I can, on every concert and play this at least once. This is Floyd Kramer's, what song? Last Date.
What do I say?
Last Date. You want to sit with me? All right, here we go. You going to sit where? Right there? Okay. Here we go. Oh, okay, let's try it. Just making your bed. Here we go. Ready, help me? You gonna play it? Play it right here. What song was that?
This song was fake.
Last Date. Thank you all so much. Hope you all have enjoyed yourself today. Thanks for watching. Avery and Natalie and I, and Bingo and Blanket and Woody and Darth Vader. We'll see you next time. Take care.